It's not easy to understand why stocks go up and down, but even in volatile markets, there's always a discoverable and logical reason behind price action. Story trading is a social investing community of investors who share information to uncover the hidden stories behind the trade through the 4 pillars of fundamentals, catalyst, sentiment, and technicals. All price action can be understood through the lens of these pillars, allowing for a holistic view that empowers better decision-making. Only by understanding markets can you beat them. Join our community today and start making sense of markets.
Good morning. It's Friday, June 28th. This is our final free show, 9 a.m. pre-market prep. It's been a great month. I had a lot of fun with you guys, getting 200-300 people every morning here watching live and a lot of viewers after that. So looking forward to the official launch of our Discord today at 4 p.m. If you join our Discord today before 4 p.m., storytrading.com/Discord, you will get access to deep discount codes, promo codes, and we'll get everyone set up over the weekend for our first pre-market show in our Discord only Monday morning. Excuse the scruff, man. I've been busy. A lot going on in the markets. Busy every morning getting the show ready for you. Busy late last night with a lot going on. So a quick, just a little chat about the macro this morning. There are 2 major events this morning. One is the debate, the Trump-Biden debate last night. The other is the PCE data. So I'll start with the PCE data. PCE data was in line this morning, but for the prior month, they raised it by 0.1%. Overall, the market is shrugging that off. You can see TLT here, our North Star, saying, okay, that's good enough for me. It's also the end of the quarter. That's another thing to take into account today from a macroeconomic point of view. So end of the quarter today, PCE in line, and then the Trump-Biden debate, which the odds, everyone saw the odds of Trump winning skyrocketed, and looks like the market liked that. Futures were up when that happened. I believe the oil and gas names, that was the one I talked about yesterday. Yeah, XLE up 0.77%. In fact, yeah, it's higher than all the other indices here. XLE, we actually predicted that the energy sector would perform best if Trump did well in the debate. MAGA stocks in a bit. I'm not going to play any of those. And then uranium could be a playoff of XLE. But first, let's take a look at our model portfolio. Yesterday was our best day. It was up, where is it? No performance, 2.5% on our weighted. That's the best performance we've had. And that was because of ALAR that was up 20%. And we had an overweight position in it. Oh, so let's make this change right here. So yesterday, we told you before the close, let's take profits on ALAR. We went 2x on ALAR at $25. The thing closed at 42 yesterday, just 9 days ago. All right, so we're going to take our profits, all right, and we decided to move that money. Let me see. Oh, we got to reduce this by 4.17%. It takes it to 12.5, I believe. Okay, so we're going to take that money yesterday, we told you, and we're going to put that in. Let's see if this adds up to 100. Yep. And we're going to put that money in Bros at yesterday's close. Maybe should have done 2x Tesla, right? But we got Tesla 2 days ago in there at 197.42. Was the learner community at 193, but we can only do closing prices on this sheet. So in any case, Bros, we had it. We liked it before. We had to sell it to fund some other stuff, but then got an alert from the Godfather inner community yesterday on Bros. I love it. The chart looked good. So we're like, all right, let's move that money, take the profits from ALAR, put it back in Bros. So that was a very exciting day yesterday. In fact, actually, what I want to do right now is the review. Let's review yesterday real quick. Where are we? All right. So we want to go to our trade ideas room. And here we go. This is what happened in the community yesterday. In the morning show, can you guys see this? Let me make it a little bit larger. All right. So let me remove that. So in the morning show yesterday, we gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In fact, there was someone in our community, our top trader, really, Yosef, he picks up on the most interesting things from the show because I usually don't trade indices, right? So yesterday morning, I gave the commentary that, what was it? There was some economic data that came out yesterday morning. Net, it looked like it was positive. It was like 2 positive points, 1 negative, like mixed data, but 2 positive, 1 negative. And then we saw TLT early in the morning, and I'm like, that's best for IWM. And he played IWM yesterday. In fact, we put that up. Look at this gain he had. This one, it was 28%. He did much better in BKTX, 172%. But in any case, going back to this, that was part of our show, but I never really pick indices as a trade idea. I give the commentary. Like today, I will say, I think indices are going to do well, especially in the afternoon. You can have window dressing late in the day in the afternoon, but you got 3 things going on. PCE was not bad enough to derail the rally. The Trump debate looks like the market likes that. And then you have window dressing end of the quarter. So I think indices could do well today and close strong today. And you see IWM again doing the best with TLT up 0.2%. So there's that commentary. I never pick it though. So if you guys want to trade it, you can, like Yosef in our community did. Yesterday, so we had 5 picks, and then there were a couple other like kind of bonuses we'll talk about in a second. So MU failed yesterday for sure. All right. But as I said, this is a longer term pick for me. Buying the dips. 50 DMA. We'll look at all the charts in just a second. All right. 50 DMA looks great. VKTX. All right. That was a big winner yesterday. It was a nice open green candle. Well, it was. No. I think it closed just flat, but I will have a look at the chart. But I still like this 20 to 50 DMA target on VKTX. Tesla was huge. And Tesla, I've been pounding the table on Tesla. And why this is important is I usually don't trade Tesla. I don't like Tesla usually. All right. In fact, I have sometimes a bias against big cap stocks. So when you hear me getting bullish on a big cap stock, it's usually a very good sign. Those who've been following me for a couple years know that Ben's bullish on something is never bullish on before, especially if it's a big cap. That's probably an accurate call. So Tesla was all over that the last couple of days. 193. I put it back in my retirement account, put it back in the model portfolio, gave you a target of 199 to 207, and we're there already at the first target. And I think we're going to get to that. It's a little below 207. We'll talk about it in a second. Snap didn't work yesterday, but it's still looking great as a swing. We'll go over that. Zim hit our first target, pulled back. We'll review the chart. I think that's still in play. Root, 2 days ago in the evening, alerted in the afternoon, alerted by the Godfather, and that was up huge yesterday. But what's not listed here is ALAR, which if you do a search here, we put on social media, ALAR, we were banging the table on that like $25 like 9 days ago. That was crazy. It's all over our Discord. And we went a 2x position, and we like 25. We got like a 70% gain in 9 days. That was crazy. And we took our gains at the closing price on ALAR, at least half of those shares. The other stuff here, look at this. We have a news channel early in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. I gave 2 alerts. Actually, one was midnight the night before. It was DXYZ. I spelled that wrong. DK. DXYZ gave the alert on the private valuation of SpaceX the night before their valuation. And I'm like, DXYZ in play, right? Put that in. I didn't play it, but I just gave you the alert that it's in play, gave you the news, and the thing just rocketed. Then during the day, however, we gave you technical targets, and it hit the targets perfectly. 16 was our final target, and it hit 16 this morning. We'll get to that chart in a second. And Chewy, we gave you the news early in the morning of the buyback. So then the meme thing came with Roaring Kitty, but there's actually something real there with that news of the big buyback, like 28.50. So we actually added, oh, wait a second. Did I add Chewy here? I added, let me see. Did we add it to the model portfolio? No, we added Bros, not Chewy. But I added Chewy myself. Okay, I added Chewy at like $30 after the pullback on that news. Should have gotten in the morning when we did the alert. But anyway, all right, now let's go to some charts and review what we talked about here. First, I want to jump around. DXYZ, this was so clear, man. So we gave you initially in the morning a target of the 20 DMA, and we're like, all right, take some off the table here at the 20 DMA. When I saw that it broke the 20 DMA, I shared the charts. I'm like, 16 is your target. You got a double resistance here. You got candle resistance at 15.95. Plus, you have the 50 DMA there at 16. Gave you a $16 target. Trading this morning at 16.10, 16.15. And we're like, all right, take your profits. We're done with this. Now, it doesn't mean it can't go higher, but it's story trading. I look at fundamentals as well. We look at 4 pillars of fundamentals, catalyst, sentiment, technicals. We look at all of it. And if something's like grossly overvalued, I don't even play it. So yeah, this thing can have a short squeeze like it did before, right? But this fundamentally, this move to 105 was not warranted. And I don't do that, man. I don't play in that. If you guys are good at that, great. If you think there's going to break that 50 DMA and have another run to whatever here, actually the next target would be up here. Like this thing can go back in the 20s, mid 20s, 30s. I could, all right, but I'm not playing that game. All right, we got our move. It was like a 45% move in 24 hours. All right, so that was DXYZ. Excellent alert yesterday on that. A couple other. Here's ALAR, the 25% move. Look, we were buying right there. See that 23? I bought a 25, alerted it to our community about $25, 2x position, and we swung it yesterday to 43. That was great. And for that reason, that's why it was the best performing day in our model portfolio since we started tracking it a few weeks ago. So that was beautiful on ALAR. Want to call out beautiful pick by Godfather on Root. Root, he gave this to us in the evening, again, before this big open green candle. I know this well, not too well, but I know fundamentally it's sound. I know people who study this company well, and it recommended it after the inflection earnings at like $8. And then he gave this to us. Look at the low RSI, the 20 DMA break, and we gave you a target here of the 50 DMA at $55. So Root, great day yesterday, potentially on its way to $55. Thank you to the Godfather for that pick. There's a couple other call outs, I believe, before we get into the top stocks. No, okay, that's it. All right. I will just call out AGAE, a contributor in our community, Matt Kolb, all right, from, I forgot the name of his company, but he has a M-Spark Capital, I think it's called. Anyway, Matt Kolb gave this to us a couple days ago, and we didn't give it much attention. Look at that huge candle. There's a thesis in our Discord on this. I think there's an open thread on AGAE by Matt Kolb you can take a look at. He's still very bullish on it. I think he's looking for like $2 or something. It's a fundamental re-rating after some big fundamental news at 127. He's looking for 2. Another one on our radar, we have an open thread on this one. We opened yesterday, CORZ. That's from the Godfather. He's been spot on with a lot of other picks, so we want to hear what he has to say about that. Haven't studied it yet. I can't give you commentary. Now, for today, Tesla was the big one we've been pounding. This is so easy. This breakout was like, are you kidding me? That was the most obvious thing. Like yesterday I was talking about, I'm like, are you kidding me? This is like guaranteed to hit at least 198.87 and very likely to hit that 200 DMA. I gave it a timeline. I'm like either today through Tuesday. And it looks like it could very well happen today. So Tesla, happy to be back in my retirement account after being out of it for some time. So Tesla looking good. Those are the 2 big levels, 199 and then roughly 207. If you dig in, you can see exactly where they are at 205.60. You see that candle? Resistance at 205.60 on the left-hand side of your screen. And then you look at the 200 DMA there at 206.58. Those are the 2 targets I have for Tesla imminently today through Tuesday. All right. So I'm going to throw Tesla to the top. All right. I'm going to go through some news items for a second. Not necessarily is it going to be in the top 5. We'll see. Apple. It was it Guggenheim? No, it was Oppenheimer. Who was Guggenheim was Chewy. Oppenheimer comes out, raises the price target, I think from 200 to 250, was it? Let me see. Let me check the Discord. I have it in the news section in the Discord here. Okay, 200 to 250. Oppenheimer. Look at that beautiful chart. This thing is trying to break out of this. Wow, this cup and handle. Oh my gosh, 220. That's a target on Apple with that Oppenheimer. You know what? I got to definitely put Apple in the top 5 today. Tesla, Apple, both going to be in the top 5. Looking great with that upgrade, that chart, end of the quarter, everything we just talked about with the market being bullish. Amazon, love this. It's in our model portfolio. I don't have a compelling reason to put it in our top 5 today, other than it might just move with the market if we have an up day. So that's beautiful too. RGS, I want to point out, actually. RGS, also another one from the Godfather, helped us have some conviction in this after the initial move. And I sold yesterday at like $24. Yeah, $24 after entering on, I forgot where it was, like probably around 28, 19 to 20, something like that on the pullback. But this play may not be over. I don't have an opinion on it for today, but we can collaborate. You can collaborate in our Discord community on that pick as well. And DXYZ, we talked about this. We talked about the target hit on DXYZ. TSM, by the way, looking really good too. TSM, beautiful chart as well. I'm gonna, I gotta throw this one in the top 5 probably. MU pulling back. All right. Don't expect this I don't know if it's going to hit the 50 I can't tell you that. Is it going to hit the 50 DMA? Is it not? But look how quickly the RSI is receding. That 50 DMA, everyone in the world is going to be buying if it gets close to that 50 DMA. That's one of the best buys you can make in the coming days or weeks if it hits close to that 50 DMA, currently at 126.48. The risk reward getting better and better every day. We're at 132. As the closer you are to that 126, the better bet that MU is. All right, I'm in a couple December call spreads, which I'm down a little bit on, that I put on before earnings. Those call spreads are great, reduces your cost basis. Got a 145 break even. Imagine that. You go into earnings. A lot of people play these like weekly lottos or whatever. I went into earnings with a 145 break even on my calls. All right, and we're at 132, and I have until December, so I'm very happy with that MU. All right, and then Zim. Oh my God, there's so much news, man. Zim has been breaking out, hit her first target yesterday. We gave you a target range of 22 to 24, RSI low. I think that's still in play. Possibility. Don't worry. I know I'm talking about a lot of things, but we're going to filter it down. We're going to zoom in on like 5 stocks. All right. By the end of this. Oh, uranium. Let me throw that up there because there were some uranium news I put in our feed over here in the Discord. House panel. This is right at the end of the day yesterday, I believe. House panel passes bills to expand. Oh, no, that's Medicare obesity. Okay, that's Lilly. Here we go. Uranium, U.S. Department of Energy issues RFP to purchase at least $2.7 billion worth of enriched uranium, nuclear fuel. It will sell on to U.S. utilities to end dependence on Russia. That caused the price of uranium to spike by a few dollars. Also yesterday, House panel passes bill to expand Medicare obesity drug coverage, and that may be why you saw a spike in Lilly at the end of the day. So, we've been liking Novo Nordisk. And then let's throw uranium at the top there. Did I throw? I think I threw uranium at the top. Last thing I want to talk about before we choose our top 5 is On. All right, On. I think I may be a buyer of On. I already have some. I may be buying more On today because, all right, let me throw this at the top. We'll look at Nike earnings in just a second. All right. So right now the market is, oh no, what happened? There it is. Let me try it again. Stick at the top. All right. Now we go to our ERs. Nike down 16.5%. I have to wonder how much of this is due to, they're not going to come out and say it explicitly. They're talking about China weakness, consumer weakness, other issues, whatever it is. Let me put it to you like this. And I said this when we first got into On like a few months ago. These shoes are all the rage, man. Like I remember, like Nike Air was the big, even as early as like last year. Like I have a lot of, thank God, like nephews and nieces and kids in my family who are like, age 8 to 15, let's call it, right? And a year and a half ago, it was all Nike Air, Nike Air, Nike Air. Just like when I was a kid, just like 25, 30 years ago, it was Air Jordans. And it still is, right? It's still as of like a year and a half ago. But then over the last like 6 months, I've seen this crazy shift where everything is about On. And I'm starting to think they're eating. I'm starting to think this 16% drop. This is actually one of the reasons I didn't play Nike earnings or recommend it, is I was worried about the momentum of On. To what extent is it eating into Nike market share? Now, I have zero data on this at all, and I've never even researched to look for any quantitative data. This is only based on my everyday life and what I'm hearing in the community. And and that's a strong indicator, by the way. That's a great way to invest in stocks, by the way. All right. But so I'm thinking that this 16% drop is because On is taking market share. It's going up as I'm talking, isn't it? 38.43. Look at that. So I have a position, but not huge. I'm thinking of buying this dip, this minus 1.6%. Let's see how many other people on the market have that idea. It'll be very interesting and very telling if Nike stays down 15, 16% today, and then On will be up 5. It's definitely possible. All right. But I'm coming from an uninformed perspective in terms of I don't have that quantitative data. This is just, qualitative, empirical data. And I think I'm going to go with my gut on that and add more On holdings here at the open. All right. So now I gave you a ton of news. Did I talk about the Novo Nordisk? Too much stuff going on today. It's 9:25. All right. We got to act quick to come up with the top 5 in just 1 second. So where's my Nordisk? All right. Novo Nordisk had a little bit, in China, that they had this China approval, but they came out and said that they won't be able to meet the demand. They're going to have limited supply in China because they can't manufacture enough for the demand. Is the market going to see that as a good thing or a bad thing? Well, I'll tell you, Lilly spiked. There were 2 things yesterday. Then you had that bill that just passed, all right, to expand access to obesity drugs. Lilly spiked to a new all-time high at the end of the day. Look, I'm in both. I'm in Lilly. I'm in Novo. Maybe a dual catalyst here on Novo Nordisk, these 2 that we just talked about. All right. So let's see. What are we going to do in the top 5? I think I got to have Tesla in there. I got to have Apple in there. All right. And this is going to be good. We're going to have a good top 5. On Holdings is going to be in there. And I'm going to put Uranium in here and Novo Nordisk. I think that's it. Hold on. I'm still liking, by the way, really still liking Snap. It's down 0.6%, but I think you can buy the dips in Snap. This breakout is going to be freaking beautiful when it happens. We're going to break 1790. They're going to have a great earnings report, and this thing's going to go where? It's going to go to like $25 is that? But maybe not today. All right. $26. It's good. All right. We're going to think about it. Snap, Zim. They look good. But top 5 today is going to be Uranium, Tesla, Apple, On, Novo Nordisk. Not in that order. What's the order going to be? It's going to be Tesla. All right. Apple. The Apple in there on the upgrade and the market tailwinds. So Tesla, Apple, On Holdings. I'm going to put number 3 over here. All right. And then Uranium and Novo. I like this. Remember, we have the energy tailwinds from Trump. Bigger chance of Trump winning. Energy sector likes that. So, and Uranium had a specific catalyst yesterday. These are your top 5 picks today. Tesla, Apple, On Holdings, Uranium, and Novo Nordisk. All right. Now, head on over to our Discord right now, storytrading.com/Discord. Anyone who joins today will get a huge discount code. We're going to release the discount codes at around 4:05 p.m. in our Discord. So this is your chance to be part of our community and get in at a much cheaper price because we are going to be fairly expensive. All right. But it's going to be affordable if you get in today. And we have a lot of contributors in our community. We're going to bring in a lot more other contributors and partners into our Discord. So it's not just going to be me. There's going to be lots of analysts and experts in our community. Get in on the ground floor at a good price today. Storytrading.com/Discord. Also, I saw a couple people always asking me, what app are you using? That's Webull. All right. You can get some free shares if you open a Webull account. I'll get a few free shares. You'll get a few free shares. So it works out for everyone. Storytrading.com/Webull. Doesn't matter how much you fund it with. I think you fund it with $1, and then you can get access to all this cool stuff, all these great features. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. We'll see you in the community at storytrading.com/Discord. Good luck today. Tesla, Apple, On Holdings, Uranium, Novo Nordisk.